Alright farmers, it's Friday the 27th of October and we're back with some mods. So first up is European lamps. This is by the law, 1.94 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under decorations and lights. So there we are. We've got 3 versions in this one. So first up we've got the lamp 3 meter for 350. We've got the lamp 4 meter for 400 and the lamp 8 meter for 500. Fair enough. So obviously they're going to be here for lighting up your farmyard. That being said though, I mean, it looks like... Oh no, I thought they're switches. It's not, this labels. So obviously they're going to come on automatically at roughly about 6 o'clock-ish, depending on what month you're on. Yeah, decorate your farmyard. Light it up at night. And next up is Beehive with 3 large frames. This is by Doodoo, 6.41 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and, as you'd imagine, under animals and bees. So if we go to that, 1500 to buy, and obviously it's a little beehive, or 3 beehives all on one frame. You see the bees coming out like that, no problem. That's fair. That looks all right. Sort of like a handmade sort of wooden thing. Yeah, I like it. Obviously, you will need to place down a honey pallet spawn point to go with it. But that's alright, that is. Right, next up is Old House. This is by Edziadzek. 7.08 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and farmhouses. So if we go into there like that. There we are. 30 grand to place down. Obviously, it's going to be a sleep trigger for you. So you got it just out the front door just like that. And you can't go inside. It is what it is. Just a building. Can we open this garage? No. That being said, though, I like the detail on it. It's sort of like the plaster's coming away, the cladding is sort of like breaking away, you know, a bit of deterioration of the woodwork, brickwork even. That being said, that looks all right. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Gothic Barn. This is by Michael Pilko, 54.28 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are, 100 grand to place down, and it says there it's got 90,000 litre capacity. That means it's going to be a... Oh, let's open this. There you are. That's better. Open it up like that. That means it's going to be a silo. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Although, that being said... Ah, there we are. Open up the big gates. You can... That's ace. You can open up the small gate, and you can open up the big gate. Oh, I like that. I like that indeed. It's got a bit of junk in there. That's even a boat. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. So you got the Gothic style holes in the walls as well. I like that door. That is ace. I mean, we'll close it up. Yeah, so the big panels go in. Fair enough. And then once it's closed, come up to the little one. Close that one as well. That is awesome. Really good. Oh, it's got a bit of a drive-through storage on the go there. And we'll come to this one. Open up that door like that. Sliding on there. And inside is your silo. Load in, load out just there. That is nice. Oh, I like them in the detail inside as well. I haven't come across a light switch, mind you. I'm just wondering if they come on automatically, but... Oh yeah, what's this here? Ah, there we are. There's your light switch. I like this. I like this building a lot. I mean, the detail on the brickwork outside as well. That door is ace. Got one door that opens, and then you can open the big doors. That is brilliant. Right, next up is Lime Fertilizer Salt Herbicide Seed Production. God, that's a big name. This is by BDB SSB, 2.44 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. There you are, 80 grand to place down. Obviously, it's going to produce all the things in the name, which is fair enough. So you've got your loading in point just there. So it says liquids going in. Right, fair enough. We'll come around this side. You've got your taking out point just there from that spout. And then we'll come around this side. I mean, it's got the nice little icon on the side. So that's what it's going to make in here. And down here, by the actual glass frontage, which to be fair, I mean, it's even got the icons on the little mixing bowls. Obviously, this is like a dairy building, but they've repurposed it, which is ace. And you've got the production chain menu just there. So go into there like that. So you've got stones going in, silage going in, road salt, water, solid fertilizer, wheat, barley, oats, soybeans and corn. That's your inputs. So you can make lime from stones. You can make solid fertilizer and digestate from your silage. You can make road salt from your stones. You can make herbicide from water and road salt. So if you put solid fertilizer and wheat, you get seeds out. And again, for your barley, for oats, and your soybeans, and for your corn as well. So obviously, depending on how much crop you've got left over, just bang it in here with a bit of fertilizer and make some seeds. But that's all right. You know, you got some stuff left over after a harvest and you don't want to sell it off. Bang it in here, make yourself some stuff ready for the next season. Oh, very nice. Well, next up is UK Sheep Barn. This is by MS Modding, 4.1 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find them in the construction menu and under animals and sheep. So we've got two versions here. So first up, we've got this one in front of us, which is going to be the big one. The UK Sheep Barn with a pasture on the back, 150 grand. It's going to hold 200 sheep. And then you've got the second version, which is also going to hold 200 sheep, but it doesn't have the pasture on the back. Fair enough. Now, they both basically work the same. Obviously, one's got a bit of grass field at the back, the other one hasn't. So you've got your animal dialogue box just there. So 200 sheep is going to be held in there. Then down here in this bit, you've got your wool pallet spawn point. Then we'll come out of there. We'll go down this side, because you've got your loading in point for your food just there. And then down this side, you've got your loading in point for your water. Obviously, both of the buildings are the same. All the triggers are going to be in the same area. It just depends on whether you want a bit of grass at the back or not for your sheep to be munching on. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is UK Silage Shed. This is by MS Modding, 1.06 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are 55 grand to place down, and it's a place for making some silage, let's face it. And the area is quite far out as well. I mean, we come to it like that. We're seeing the top left-hand corner there. So I'm really far out of the building. It's given me the fill level and the compaction percentage really far out. So that's all right. And obviously, once you get inside, it is a shed just for storing your chaff as it's turning into silage. And it looks all right, though. Bit of metal cladding on the roof. Concrete posts, boards, whatever, at the bottom. Yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Fruits Production. This is by JM Gaming, 45.57 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find these three things in a couple of different places. And I must admit, this is ace. So the first one is going to be in a construction menu and under productions and factories. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are 120 grand to place down. And obviously, this is going to be your factory once you've got all your stuff out your orchard. Now, the orchard is going to be found under greenhouses. Interesting indeed. So they are 10 grand to place down, and that's going to be where you grow your stuff. Then to finish it off, obviously you're going to need a sell point, because we've got a few new things in this one, which is ace. So there it is, 35 grand, farmer's market, place it down, sell your stuff off. Right, fair enough. So we'll start off with the orchard. Now all you've got to do is put water in this one, which is all right. You've got your pallet spawn point just there, and then there's your production chain menu. So we can grow in this orange, lemon, papaya, pomegranate, mango, apple, apricot, peach. That's some new fruits. That's ace. You can grow all that, obviously one at a time, mind you, but all that in these trees. That's ace. And obviously, once you've grown it, you bring it over here, you chuck them into this area, you then get your pallet spawn point just there, and then you've got your production chain menu there like that. So we can make multi-fruit juice again and again and again. You can make apple pie, or like apple pie. We can make pectin, whatever pectin is. I don't know. That looks like some sort of vitamin. All right, you've got two versions of that. Fruit jellies, obviously with various different fruits. Apple jam, apple chips, apple butter. That's apple butter. I've never heard of apple butter. That looks like jam to me. Right, fair enough. So obviously you've got your inputs, you've got your apple, peach, apricot, pomegranate, mango, and then you've got the water, sugar, orange, lemon, papaya. Now, depending on what recipe you go for, it's like that apple butter is going to need some butter as well. You might need that. You might need eggs, some flour, pectin, right, whatever that is, honey, and obviously that's going to be your option. So apple butter is apples, honey, and butter. Apple chips is apple and sugar. Apple jam. So if apple jam is that apples and that pectin and sugar, then what's apple butter? It's just apple flavoured butter. All right, fair enough. Fruit jellies, so you got that. Does that mean that pectin is like some sort of gelatine sort of thing? All right, fair enough. So you've got there, what you got? Like papaya, was it apricots? Yeah, you got pomegranates, mangoes. You get the idea. There's various different things you can make, all with the fruits from the orchard just there, which is ace. And obviously, once you've made it, You then bring your pallets over here, sell it all off, job's a good one. Oh, I like that. I mean, decent sized orchard. All you got to do is bang some water in. I mean, it's even got on the side here all the different recipes. So you got like the orchard there for the water. That's all you need to put in for the fruits itself. And then you come along to these, and it gives you the different recipes as well. Oh, that is brilliant. Well, next up is Wooden Cladding Building. This is by Gwendol, 17.7 megabyte on the download. You're going to find 2 of these in the construction menu and on the buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find them. There we are. So you've got the 2 versions there. So 19.5 grand is going to give you an open building. And then for the same price, you can get the closed building. So you go for whichever one you want. If you want a bit more of an open fronted one, go for this one. Obviously, you have got the door on the back as well. You can open that up. Bit of a drive-through on the go if you wanted to. Then we'll come round and we'll go to the second one. Obviously, this is going to be closed in. So if you wanted a bit more of a dry sort of area, you go for this one. Obviously, you've got the 2 doors. It's going to have a drive-through option on the go there. And you've also got this door at the end. A little bit of a side piece. Oh, that's ace. I mean, the woodwork on that looks brilliant. Yeah, very nice. So next up, we've got New Garage. This is by Dudeek 112, 14.23 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and on the buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll back to find it. There you are, 30 grand to place down, and obviously it's a garage shed type thing. Just have whatever we want to call it. So you've got drive-through option on the go there. You come up to that, got lights, press B, turns those on. Fair enough. There's nice detail on the floor and on the cladding on the side. This side door open like that. Obviously there, you're inside. You've got these doors that open on the outside as well. So open up that one, and then that one. We'll open up this side door as well. To be fair, this cladding here reminded me of the stuff we had outside of my house when I was a kid. Oh, that does look ace. We've got a bit of a junk on the go, a bit of a workshop, whatever you want to call it. Well, that means I could pick those up. Oh, box of screws. Yeah, I don't want to drop. Oh no, I did drop them everywhere. Dear, oh dear. I mean, got options there. Can we turn the lights on? Yes, we can. Oh no, don't pick that up. There you are, turn the lights on. That's alright, that is. That's a nice shed. Garage, whatever you want to call it. Very nice. Right, next up is Barmer Cowshed. This is by Mr. Grucher, 32.98 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under animals and cows. 60 grand to place down. It's going to hold 12 cows, but if you see there, it's got a capacity of 80,000 litres because it's got a bit of a trick up the sleeve, which is ace. So over here, you've got this door that opens. It's a bit of a garage on the go. Fair enough, bit of junk in the corner. And you come to these hatch marking areas. So you've got this one there, turns the lights on. Fair enough. And we'll come round to this one. You've got your animal dialogue box just there. And that's going to do, there we are, 12 cows. Job's a good one. Open up those doors. Fair enough. Ooh, one's escaped. One's escaped. You've got the lights on just there as well. So you've got your taking out point. And that's going to be, well, you've got your loading in point for your food. Taking out point, that's going to be your slurry then. Alright, fair enough. We'll close that door. Make sure that cow don't run out on the road. Now, you've got this hatch marking area here. It says when you get to there, open the door. It's actually that one up the top. There we are. Fair enough. And then we'll come to this one. I like these doors. Up and over doors. They're like a staple of the UK, they are. UK garage, no problem. So I know, obviously, you've got the turn the lights in, or on even, in the hatch marking areas like that. And then we've got another door, that one there that we can open. There we are. Because we've got this taken out point there, and this taken out point here. Now this one is going to be for your milk tank. This one is going to be for the silo. You've got a loading in point up the top there for your silo, and a taken out point. But you come to this hatch marking area, it says there, fold conveyor belt. There you are. Just put the spout out. So you can now load it into your trailer, no problem. Although, to be fair, I'm just wondering how easy is it going to be to load into that up the top. That's just a little bit interesting, I suppose. All right, fair enough. Then in here, we can open up that door, and you've got some offices knocking around. You've got the door there that goes into where your milk tank is. Got a bit of a office there with a workbench. Old school computer on the go. And you've got a bit of a kitchen up here. There you are. Oh, some cakes there. Or like a bit of cake. Just a bit of storage around this one. Yeah, you're not going to get much done in there, mind you, but just adds to the whole immersive feel of it all. Being said, that's something different. I mean, a cow barn with a silo as well. That's ace. Right, next up is E-Tunnel Single Arc. This is by DD Mod Passion, 1.86 megabyte on the download. And there is a lot of these in the construction menu and on the buildings and silos. So scroll on to get to the first one, because I've only placed out one, and you'll see why when we get there. We've got all these. So different lengths, obviously, of different capacities. So it's going to be for your bales and pallets. So the starting one is 40 pieces. Then we've got a 70, 110, 150, a 40 again. So obviously these are going for different widths. So we spin it around like that. There we are. Looks like the same width to me. Alright, fair enough. Interesting. So you've got the lengths on the top. 6 by 5 by 9.6. And then it's 7 by 5. Oh, it's going to be longer. Right, fair enough. So 40, 70, 110, 150. Then we've got 8 by 5 by 4.8. So that's 52, 91, 143, 195. Then we go up 9.5 by 4.8, 64, 112, 176, 240. That's all right. And then we carry on. So 96, 168, 264, 360. And then back to 112, 196, 308, 420. And back to that one. I mean, that one there. I mean, the size of that. And it's going to hold 420 pieces, pallets, bales, whatever. It's only going to cost you 10 grand. That is well cheap. Obviously, you come to this end, open up storage, there's nothing in there. You drop them off the other end, it stores all your stuff there. That is ace. You just go for whichever one you fancy, because there's tons of them. But that is brilliant. We're sticking with some more tunnels, because we've got the Storage Tunnel Pack. This is by Vectorman, 9.83 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and on the buildings and sheds. We've got 3 of these. So we've got the small one, which is what got placed out there. We then got the medium one, which is basically twice the length, and we've then got the large one, which is a bit more than twice the length. But these aren't silos. You're not going to store your pallets and bales in. They are just a storage tunnel. So you put in here vehicles, pallets, whatever. Well, you can put pallets and bales if you wanted to. You have to stack them yourself though. So if you want to put that in, or you can put vehicles or equipment, whatever you fancy. Ah, very nice. Right, next up is Apple Tree with Factory. This is by Stefan 1997, 6.74 megabyte on the download. And this is another great one, I must admit. So, first up, the tree is going to be found in productions and orchards. So, there we are, 1500. That's going to be planting your apple tree. We then got the factory itself, which is, as you can imagine, going to be found on the factories. So, we'll scroll along to find it. They are 75 grand to place down. And that's going to make a few new things. So that's all right as well. And then on the end, we've got the sell point. So, obviously, once you've made the stuff, you're going to need to sell it. So, we've got a farmer's market. Fair enough. 55 grand to place down. It's going to sell normal stuff and the extras that come in this factory, which is great. So, your tree itself, water goes in, pallet spawn point, production chain menu just there. So, you're going to need, for this, obviously water, just apples, not a problem. And then you take your pallets, you chuck them in here, then you've got your pallet spawn point just there, production chain menu for your apple processing plant. So we'll click on that one there. So you've got apple juice and apple honey. Now, water, apple, honey, and sugar are going to be the inputs. So apple juice is water and apples, and apple honey is apples, honey, sugar, and water. Then, obviously, once all that's been made, you then chuck them into your sell point, sell it all off. Job's a good one. Yeah, I like that. Make some money out of some apple trees. Very nice. And next up is Old Structure. This is by MA7 Studio, 7.44 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them, these 3, in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll back along to find them. There we are. So we've got these 3 here. So we've got awning for 2.5 grand. We then got awning for 12.5 grand. Then we've got awning for 8.5 grand. Now, obviously, these are going to be primarily on the side of a building. So obviously this is floating in the air. You shouldn't be doing that because it should be attached to the side of the building. So you've got these 2 here have got some support legs. So what you really want to do is place a building of some description down like that and then just put it next to it. Obviously you might need to use the free mode, the toggle the free mode, free placing, however you want to call it, off, so you can just hook it up to the building like that and you get a bit more storage space. Oh, that's alright, that is. Right, next up is Buyable Balls for Play. This is by JMZ, 0.57 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in a construction menu and under decorations and others. So we'll scroll back along to find these pair. There you are. You got £10 for each. So you got a soccer ball or football and then a basketball. Fair enough. Now these are for a bit of play. Let's put it that way. Oh, can you pick them up? No, too heavy. Oh, but they do move. Hold on. Let's go grab ourselves a vehicle. Let's give it a go. You can sort of like make a goal at something. Oh, this only done 9 miles an hour. That's shocking. Oh, hello. I'm on top of it already. What about if we go underneath like that? Oh, that's better. Oh, yeah, give it a bit of a run. Can we get it into a goal that I haven't made? Oh, that's ace. Obviously, you know, it's nothing to do with farming. It's just for a bit of downtime once you finish doing your field work. But that's awesome. A little bit of a play. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is Big Box and Shovel. This is by Premium AG, 4.19 megabyte on the download. Just come down to your mods and DLCs. It's so much easier to find stuff. So we've got the special bucket and we've got a big box. So the special bucket itself, it's got 1,000 litre capacity, 1,600 to buy. Then you've got the option of shovel type, standard, wine varnish even, or standard, fair enough. Obviously that's going to do pretty much all the loose crops in the game. You then got the big box itself, and this is going to do grapes and olives, 550 litre capacity, 180 to buy. You got the option of either having a grape box or an olive box. Fair enough. Obviously you're going to need to pick that up with a forklift, pallet loader, whatever you want to be using. But yeah, fair enough. Right, next up is multi-pallet forks. This is by Elevated Custom Mods, 2.39 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the skid steer loader tools. Now, this is going to cost you 1,250 to buy. You then got attach a colour. We'll go for the usual, because why not? You then got the fork colour. Obviously going to do the forks. Now, this is a nice little piece of kit. Obviously, it's going to mount to the front of a skid steer. So, you've got the usual options of a skid steer, fair enough. Then RB and right stick left and right. Moves the forks in and out, fair enough. And then RB and right stick up and down. Oh, double forks. You can do 2 pallets at once. I mean, obviously you don't want it too heavy because it is a skid steer loader, mind you. It might tip up, but that is ace. Right, next up is the Volma VTS pack. This is by Black Tiger, 14.56 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these under levelers. Now, obviously, these are going to be for leveling out your chaff as you're putting it in your bunker silo. So we've got the VTS 240, 270, and then 300. So the 240 is 3.8 meter, 270 is 4.3 meter, and then the 300, 4.8 meter in a bunker silo. That is all right indeed. And then you've got the option to change the support colour. You can have brass metal or silver. All right, what bit did that change? Oh, it's the bit on the bottom. Right, fair enough. And then the main colour, it's obviously going to do the rest. But yeah, I mean, 4.8 metre on the biggest one, 15,200 to buy is standard, doing some silage. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard RB12T. This is by Gian FS, 5.22 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got a 12,000 litre capacity, 16.5 grand to buy. You then got the option to change the configuration with an extension, puts up to 15,000 or back to standard. Then you got wheel setup standard, standard 2, 3, and then back to standard. Design, fenders and mud flaps, or nothing. Shovel, yes or no, puts that on the front. And then main colour is going to be any one of those. Fair enough. And then rim colour is going to be grey, black or white, basically. Fair enough. Well, I like the extensions. Wood texture to it. That's all right. Right, next up is Old Wooden Trailer. This is by Rajot G-Play and Borsuk, 4.61 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under trailers. And I must admit, starting off, this looks awesome. Detailing on wood panelling, very nice. 3,150 litre capacity, 1,400 to buy as standard, although we have got that optional extra coming in. All right, so the standard one is 2,560 then. All right, 3,150 if you want to go for that one. You can have it as a pallet truck or back to the 2,500. Then got wheel setup, standard, wide tyres or standard, main colour. Does the main frame, design colour, any brown. Fair enough. Well, that looks like wood chip. Oh, that's all right. That's all right indeed. And then rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. Ah, I like it. Obviously, swivel axle on the front. Not really good for reversing, if you're me anyway, but that still looks great. And next up is the Flegel TMK 160. This is by Majcow, 11.9 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under trailers. So it starts off with 17,500 litre capacity for 32.5 grand. Although we have got an optional extra there. Can we get rid of it? No, we can't get rid of it. So it's just 32,600 to start with. All right, fair enough. We then got the option to change the capacity up to 22,500 or back to 17. Fair enough. Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg is your tyre options. A couple of different versions in there. Then you got ladder with or without. Design 1, 2. Bumper on the back. All right, fair enough. 2 or 1. Then you got attacher type. So top attacher, low attacher, low ball attacher, or top attacher. Then you got the main colour. So I was going to do the main part. Design colour is black or grey, does the main frame, and then rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. That's an alright trailer, that is. Well, next up is the Flegel TMK 256, so we're sticking with the Flegel trailers. This is by Schnibble Modding, 13.82 megabyte on the download, and this is going to be under trailers too. So it's got a 17,300 litre capacity for 55 grand. You then got the option with or without extensions, that puts it up to 23,500. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg again. There you are. BKT's got a couple of different options in there, but that being said, though, it's a nice little trailer. Right, next up is the Lizard DCFCO 8000. This is by Holtz FS, 12.65 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under fertilizer spreaders, but this is all right indeed, because if we back out there, it shows you can do solid fertilizer, lime, and manure all in the same. That's brilliant. 3,800 litre capacity, 90 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 9 mile an hour working speed, 12,266 to buy. You can then change the capacity to 4,200 or 3,800, entirely up to you. Rim colour and sticker, so you've got design 1, 2, or what? Oh no, number 2, that's much better. That's ace. And you then got deflector, no or yes. It's interesting, where's it putting the... Oh, it's that inside. Right, fair enough. That looks ace. I mean, do the 3. Solid fertilizer, lime, and manure all in one trailer. That's awesome. And according to the website, for the fertilizer, it's going to do 15 metre working width. The lime's going to do 12 metre, and then the manure is going to be doing 10. That is ace, all in one. Right, next up is the TT30 Max. This is by Sir Vertex and Polito, 12.35 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under sugarcane technology, because that's what it's going to be planting. Fair enough. 2,000 litre capacity, 140 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed for a 20 grand price tag. You then got signal lights, yes or no. Spin it around like that. There we are. That's better. Put some on there like that. Although you've got signal lights, yes. License plate or no. Fair enough. Working lights. Lights for ground. All right, where's it putting them? They round the front. Let's have a look. I'm assuming it just lights up the ground as you're going along. All right, fair enough. Rear lights. Puts those on the ladder part up there. Rear lights 2. All the lights or nothing. Work lights model 1, 2, 3. Instead, let's put some work lights on. That's a good idea. There you are. Change the design of the lights. Fair enough. Fertilizer box. Oh, indeed. Yes, red chrome for the win. I'll love it. Fertilizer box lid. That's the only chrome on there. All right, so we'll go for the usual. Fair enough. Footboards. We'll go for a bit of purple, because why not? And then rim colour is obviously going to do the rims. That being said, sugarcane planting with a red chrome tank. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is the HKL silo system. This is by Caster DS Agri Service, 14.88 megabyte on the download. Just come down to your mods and DLCs. It's so much easier to find it. Now, I will say this. It has got a required mod. the MAN TGX 26 640 HKL Roland IT Runner. And you'll see why in a minute, because yeah, you will need that. But obviously that's had an update today, so that's great, because the update is going to need to be part of this pack, which is ace. So we've got a few different versions. You've got filled ones and you've got refillable. So we've got this one here, and they're all basically the same. They're massive once you get in, and you can't really see all of it. All right, fair enough. So you've got a wheat one, 25,000 litres of barley. You've got 25,000 litres of seed, lime, pig food, seeds again, 2 seeds, solid fertilizer, lime, pig food, seeds, road salt, mineral feed. So sure, well, you want 25,000 litres of mineral feed, but all right. You then got 18,500 of wheat. Yeah, the same options as before, so you can have different capacities on it, fair enough. And you then got these two on the end, 2 refillable ones. Now, for these two, you are going to need to use the belt system, the augers that put it in the top and take it out at the bottom once you're using it. But, and this is a but, you've got 25,000 and 18,500. Obviously, you're going to need the HKS MAN thing. Fair enough. And in particular, when you're picking this truck, what you need to have is, under the hook lift compatibility, you need to have this one, the hack and lift silo. Fair enough. Because obviously, that's going to change the bit on the back, going to give it a bit of a bigger arm. So what you need to do with this is L, B and A, retract the arm. It's going to put it up to the top like that. So I've got a refillable one out here at the minute. So once it's there like that, just back up to it like that. It's going to lower itself down. You get the option to attach it. There we are. And do L, B and A again, load the container. It's going to fold it all the way back down. Then you can just move it about, put it wherever you want, and then you could just move it from farm to farm. If you have multiple farms on a map, you could place it down, fill it up at one farm, and then move it around. That is awesome. Well, next up is the Lizard P430. This is by Zadoon, Frama LS, Kaztan 18 and Kazani 317. 5.74 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under Weeders. Fair enough. 30 horsepower requirement for me tractor, 3.5 metre working width, 7 mile an hour working speed, 1,200 to buy. Obviously, it's going to be for your small farming shenanigans. You're not going to be wanting to do massive fields on this, but that looks ace. Got a little seat on the back for you as well. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is the i8 Cyclo 800 planter. This is by EY Modding, 6.48 megabyte on the download. And as you can imagine, you're going to find it on the planters. So it's going to do your usual shenanigans, your corn, your sunflower, your soybeans, sugar beet, and then your cotton. Fair enough. 1,150 litre capacity on the seed tank, 75 horsepower requirement for me tractor, 2.5 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 10 grand to buy. It's got an old school vibe to it. I like it. Obviously, IH was case before it joined up. So, yeah. And if you're rocking the old school IH tractors even, this will fit in nicely. Right, next up is the Russell Mash Corn Champion 5R. This is by Caliph Zerek, 1.71 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Harvester Headers. So it's got a 3.4 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 19 grand to buy. Obviously, it's got a small working whip, so it's going to be for your small farming shenanigans. Maybe like the smallest Russell Mash harvester, that sort of thing. That being said, though, looks all right. Right, next up is the Gyrax G760. This is by Agri Design Modding, 23 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under mowers. So it's sort of like a batwing mower, just a little bit bigger, which is ace. 150 horsepower requirement for me tractor, 7.6 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 60 grand. You then got the option of lights, yes or no. That's going to put those on the back there. Fair enough. You then got design, mulcher, or mower. Oh, you got the option. Fair enough again. Attacher type, 3-point, K80. Can be a trailer attacher then, or standard. All right, so standard is a trailer, and then the 3-point is a 3-point. Fair enough, but that looks awesome. Right, next up is the Poschinger Nova Euro Cat Pack. This is by Agro Design Austria, 73.49 megabyte on the download. You're going to find all of these on the mowers. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mowers in this pack. That is ace. So they're going to start from 60 horsepower requirement, 2.6 metre. You then got 70 horsepower requirement, again 2.6 metre. 70 horsepower and 3 meter, 80 horsepower 3 meter. You've got 80 horsepower 3.5, 70 horsepower 2.7, and then 70 horsepower 2.7 again. So we're going down. All right, fair enough. 80 horsepower 3.1 on the end. Now they've all got the same options once you get into it. So fair enough. Operating instructions tank. Yes or no? Zoom in a little. See if we can see it. No. Is it around the back? I'll put it on there. All right, fair enough. Conveyor belt on drums. All right, let's see if we can find this. No, that's got to be doing something underneath. All right, fair enough. You then got main color, yellow or yellow, so rubber or plastic, and design is rubber or plastic again. Basically look the same. If you need a side mower or a back side mower even, it's a nice pack to choose from. Right, next up is the HPN series. This is by Nassif Modding, AJ3D, Eric Isaac and Agro Mods. 33.19 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find all three of these on the trucks. Now they've basically all got the same options on them. So the difference between them is going to be 210 horsepower for the 1620, 330 horsepower for the 1633, and then 380 for the 1938. Fair enough. So we're going to this one there because obviously it's got the biggest horsepower. Why not? Then you've got configuration 4x2, 6x2, or 4x2. Then you've got design 1, 2. It's going to be on the grill. There you are. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, or back to 1. Wheel design, hubcaps in air, hubcaps 2, hubcaps in air 2, or nothing. Radio antenna, left, right, both, or nothing. Stickers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, how many stickers? Oh, 11. All right, go up to 11. Latches, plastic, primary, or chrome. Plastic 2, primary 2, chrome 2, or back to plastic. Fuel tank, plastic or primary, or chrome. This is going to be the straps that go around it, actually. Fair enough. Then you've got decoration lanterns. These can be around the back. Yellow, yeah, there you are. Yellow, red, green, blue, or nothing. Then you've got aerofoil, no or yes. You've got deflector, aerofoil, or nothing. Then you've got frontal suspension, yes or no. So that's going to allow you to raise the nose. Then you've got stair light, orange 2, 3, red 2, 3. I think we can see where this is going. Oh, no, back to nothing. There we are. Then you've got the main colour. You go for whichever one you want out of those. Fair enough. Front grille colour. It's obviously going to be the front grille. Then you got bumper. We'll go for red. Why not? Fenders. We'll go with... we'll go with something a little bit brighter. A blue. There you are. Then rim colour. We'll go with stainless steel. Why not? Yeah, that combo colour doesn't go. But that being said, though, it's a nice truck. I mean, I like the colour of the seats as well. Very nice. And the last mod for the day is the Lizard K7 series. This is by Seville, 98.96 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these two under large tractors. Now, we've basically got the same version. We've got the K7M and then the K7. They basically got the same options. They just look slightly different. And the K7 got a couple of different, what I can only tell as Russian, possibly. All right, fair enough. We'll go into the K7M. So it's got a 354 horsepower engine, 19 mile an hour top speed, 187.5 grand to buy. You can then change the engine setup up to 401, then 428, or back to 354. You then got Michelin, Mitas, Continental, and back to Michelin. You've got a couple of different versions. You've got twins on it if you wanted to. Then you've got silencer and antenna. So you've got standard, muffler forward, antenna at the front, antenna at the back, front muffler and front antenna, front muffler and rear antenna, or back to standard. You then got weight, weights front, weights back, nothing, or back to standard. Glass tint, standard, stripe on the top and the back, back, stripe below, stripe bottom and back, stripe bottom, top and back, and then a full tint or nothing. Filter, long, GY2 or standard. I put that on the top, GY2, and then a long one. All right, fair enough. Beacon light, left and right, or nothing. Warning signs, So we've got standard, yes, or standard. Numbering, so we've got 1, and that will go all the way up to number 9. Then you've got attaches, standard, standard 2. All right, fair enough. You then got main colour, which is going to be black, black or grey. Changes the framework. Main colour again. We'll go for any one of those. We'll make a sort of orangey yellow one. Glass colour. We'll go for blue. Oh, changes the tint on the glass. Fair enough. And then rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. Now, according to the website, you can open up the bonnet and the doors and all sorts. But when I come to it, we'll go into the options there. The only thing I can do is LB and RB and then open crane tool. Just lifts and lowers the hook attachment on the back. That's the only options I've got on it. But that being said though, it still looks good though. Oh, very nice. Also got a new map. So this is Georgia Farms. This is by Itchy Pondo. 25.86 megabyte on the download. It's got a few updates as well. It's got Frontier. And that actually adds a new map. So that's alright. Got the American Falls map. Now that does need a new save. Got the Green Hills Estate map, which also needs a new save. Got the Furling 2K23 map. And that only needs a new save if you want to sell Farmland 10. Otherwise it doesn't need a new save. Got Bucks County PA. Now that does need a new save. Got Westbridge Hills 22, and it says a new save game is recommended for changes to work properly. Got the Gumpen Megafield and Forest map. Now that also needs a new save. Got the map Corinthia, which also needs a new save. Got the Class Zerion 5000, 4200. Got the Man TGX 26 640 HKL Roland IT Runner. Got the Massey Ferguson 600 series. Got the Lizard Colossus Harvesters pack. Got the McCormick X8 VT Drive and Landini Series 8. We got the Farigo Rotoratellia Shredders pack. Got the Lizard RSD4. Got the Lizard N035 RNW3. Got the Class Convio Flex 1380 multi-brand. Got Farm Supply pack. Pallet additional features. Tree sapling pack. Large shed. Modern machine haul package. Potato haul large. Productions pack. All-in-one production. Medium haul. And the Universal Crusher. So that's your mods done for you. Why not hit that join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.